Yo, what's up, ladies and ladies with balls? It's your boy Chef's Wagons back at it again with another banger video. And in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and release the settings. I've had a lot of people requesting this, so I actually went ahead and threw a hand cam in as well, just so there's, if there's any confusion or anything, we got clarification so I can show you guys the hand cam. I'd really recommend watching the hand cam, by the way, just my personal thing, because it'll teach you a lot more than you think you know. But anyways, we're going to go and jump right into the settings, and we're going to go and start off with all of the basic stuff. A lot of this is just rinse and repeat between a lot of the different streamers and stuff. So, if you just want to go through, you can slowly go through and copy all these. I think most of them are pretty simple, just basic stuff. There's nothing really crazy that I use, I would say, as opposed to anybody. Obviously, FOV curve off, because you're weird if you use that. And I use the sync FOV just because it makes recoil a lot more manageable. I recommend it on iPad 100%. Phone, it's 50-50. It's all personal preference. And I use tap and hold the ADS so I can slide cancel, because with 6 fingers, why not? Sprint sensitivity 91, FOV, all of that. Any questions, let me know in the comments. That being said, we're going to go and move to audio and graphics. We're going to do the same thing and just breeze through here because there's really nothing special about any of this stuff. So, yeah, we'll just get through that on my audio. And effects, nothing interesting here either, nothing out of the ordinary. And then sensitivity, I typically play on a little slower sensitivity. I play on fixed speed with 50 acceleration, and then I use 100 and 130, which is very slow if you're using like 4 or 5 fingers. And if you're going to play something like that, I recommend using speed or distance acceleration, because you won't be able to do like a 360, So that's why I play 6 fingers and play on a slower sense like that. Most of the stuff here is rinse and repeat as well, just going through it again. You can copy whatever you want. I always recommend picking your own sensitivity, but that's just my personal opinion. And then I'm going to show you some of my loadouts here I like to use. I think these are probably the most effective loadouts I like to use for nuking, outside of using things like the USS-9, because I hate it, and if you use that, you get no hose. And yeah, just breezing through this stuff, you can see what the loadouts look like. I haven't put any of the gunsmiths on here. I don't know why I didn't whenever I was recording this, except for the KRM. I put that one on there for some reason. But I'm going to be doing a video with all those guns in the future anyway, so you're probably going to see the loadout sooner than later. Anyways, let's jump into the hand cam. Alright, what's up guys? It's your boy Chef's Wagons here, just filming another live hand cam, just doing what I do, normal stuff. Sorry about the mess, by the way. This is extremely embarrassing, just having all this lying around. Sorry. Like I said, extremely embarrassing. I'm sure most of you didn't notice this lying around, but, it's there, and it's kind of hard to miss once you see it, but... Anyways, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of my hand cam. So, realistically, I use 6 fingers most of the time. Sometimes I switch to 5, but primarily I use 6 fingers to snipe and stuff. So, my right middle finger is going to be used for the jump button and that only. My right pointer finger, crouch, reload, weapon swap. Right thumb is just going to be to look around, obviously. Left thumb, obviously, just for movement. Left pointer finger, you're going to use your ADS button. And then your right middle finger is to hip fire. So, I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay on how I like to normally play, just doing my stuff right here. You can notice, too, with six fingers, I usually tend to, like, slide cancel as opposed to, like, hard peek sliding like this. Because then you have to move your reticle up. Like, you can see it kind of goes up as you slide up. And then I miss a lot of shots doing that. So, me personally, I like the slide cancel maneuver. It seems to work a lot better. And helps me pace my shots better as well. That's just something I noticed, but that's just me. But, yeah, so, any questions on the hand cam, feel free to hit me in the comments. That's everything I do. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video.